So we're gonna do a fun old game of one gotta go. You know, if you just had to delete one series from history, it never existed, it never happened. Finito. What would it be? Killer Instinct, Soul Calibur, King of Fighters, Dead or Alive? Starting with you, Mr. Gamerly.
Well, this is gonna be kind of easy for me. It's gonna be King of
Oh
Fighters.
man.
King of Fighters, man. Like out of those four,
What?
what you mean? What out of those four? What are you talking about, my man?
What? Yeah.
Bruh.
What?
Killer Instinct, combo breaker. That. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Killer Instinct, Dead or Alive. The best environmental stuff in a fighting game ever invented in the history of fighting games. Ryu Hayabusa, Izuna drop from off a cliff. Ha! Come on, man. KOF? Nah, man.
You ain't
already got Street Fighter, man. I don't need KOF, man.
Oh my goodness gracious.
What was the fourth one? It was Dead or Alive.
Killer Instinct, Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur. The soul, bro. My soul still burning. My soul still hot, man. Come on, man. Nah, man. That's easy, man.
This man,
Soul
he look
Calibur.
like he's been betrayed.
Soul Calibur, the best weapon fighting game in history. That's
Great.
in history. Best game ever. Right? So when I first played Soul Calibur on Dreamcast, it was like, bro, there's no way this is real right now. This they look like real people fighting on the screen. Killer Instinct, Jago, hug it. Like, come on, bro. Fulgore, Glacius, TJ, ball. Come on, man. That's not even a competition, man. It's not even a competition. Bow. Come on, man. Ultra. Come on, man. I that's easy. Dead or Alive, like I first played DOA on Dreamcast. It was one of the best looking games ever. Smooth combat. And like I said, still the best environmental stuff in fighting games. Come on, man. You could drag somebody down a stair. Like King of Fighters is my answer.
So listen, right off the bat, man, I just gotta say, I'm sorry, man. I can't. I'm like, a lot of people are gonna like be mad about this one, probably, definitely. But I can't. I gotta Killer Instinct, man. Like that's my answer. Yeah.
You talking about the game that was on the Super Nintendo on the N64 and they just made one not too long ago for that? You talking about that game?
Yeah, I'm talking about that game. I'm like, yo, listen. Like, I'll put it this way: when was the last time you heard anybody talk about like making another Killer Instinct game? Like, you know what I mean?
Last week?
No, before that, before the new one came out, when was the last time you had anybody talking about like, oh yeah, let's make a new Killer Instinct?
Like the last 30 years.
Like, come on,
that game was highly requested for years.
How many Killer Instinct games are there like in total?
3.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
4. You got 1, 2, Gold, and the new one. So it's like 4.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so how many King of Fighters games are there?
11 billion.
That's just like every year, like.
Yeah. So how many DOA games are there? There's at least like 5.
Like they got one for every year of the 90s.
It's just like 6 or 7, probably more like 8, maybe.
Yeah. And how many Soul Caliburs are there? Like including like Soul Blade and Soul Calibur, Soul Edge? There's like what, like
8,
7, 8 games?
I don't see it.
8 games. I'm just saying, like, there've been more. If it was
Devin, you got rid of KO at 13. You got rid of KO at 13. Then
you were talking about those the best supers you've ever seen in your life, and you'd erase from history, like because for Killer. I'm sorry, man.
They are the best supers, but Killer Instinct is like one of the highest fighting games ever, man.
I like Killer Instinct. I'm not saying I don't like Killer Instinct, but if I had to get rid of one, I would get rid of Killer Instinct. I like DOA. I like DOA a lot, actually. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would, actually. Like, especially during, like, what was it? DOA 5, I think it was. And I'm like, dude, this game is fun as heck. Like, characters like Lisa and Rig and stuff like there's some fun characters in that game. I'm like, Killer Instinct is cool. I understand. I love the ultra combos and stuff like that, but I definitely wouldn't sacrifice King of Fighters. There's so many memorable characters in that, like so many characters that are just part of like the fighting game zeitgeist in general. Geese Howard, Terry Bogard, like those are characters that are in other games. Like they're characters that have made the transition to go to other games. Tekken, like remember Terry Bogard is in like Smash Brothers. He's in what's called Fighting EX Layer, that game that we don't like, we all kind of like played but hated. Like he's like remember it's like Capcom versus SNK. What Capcom versus SNK 2. Like Capcom versus SNK 2 who has all these characters from King of Fighters. Like, come on, you can't get rid of King of Fighters. We don't get one of the best fighting games ever.
I just got rid of it. I just did.
It's one of the best fighting games ever. Dude, you can't. No, you ain't got. It's not Capcom versus like Rare. It's Capcom versus SNK. There's a reason for that. There's
only
a
Capcom versus I need is Marvel. So hey, Capcom SNK.
You lying?
Nah, man, you over here wilding right now, man. Like,
Marvel versus Capcom. Are you taking? Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you, man.
Nah, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. It's not like I don't like Killer Instinct. I'm going to put that disclaimer. It's not like I don't like Killer Instinct. I think it's a good game. But the amount of games that we've had, especially with characters that they've been picked and chosen from King of Fighters and stuff like that. Come on. But like, and then in addition to that, I will agree that DOA is a really cool game. And when you get past some of like the veneer that people kind of focus on when they judge the game, you don't like people find that the game is actually really fun. It's deep. Like there's like the stage transitions and stuff like that. The craziness that can happen. People get knocked down and then like the floor just explodes or something after you get knocked down. It's like what is this? Like it's insane. And Soul Calibur, do I even need to talk about that? Like Soul Calibur is like, I remember back when Soul Calibur 2 came out, Soul Calibur 2 was like the game. It was the game for the longest. And it didn't matter what console you had it on. Matter of fact, most people wanted to play it on every single console. They were like, I want to play it on PS2 to play with Heihachi. I want to play it on GameCube to play with Link. I want to play and I want to play it on Xbox to play with Spawn. Like they had all these different characters. They had Necrid. They had like one of the best, in my opinion, iterations of Nightmare because you have both Nightmare's and Siegfried's moves basically combined into one character. The night side stance, back stance, lower stance. Like that was amazing. So yeah, like man.
Soul Calibur 2 is definitely like top 8 games of all time.
Yeah, Soul Calibur 2 is so great, man. Yeah, man. I'm not like I said, I like Killer Instinct, but if I had to choose, if I had to let one go, it would definitely be Killer Instinct, man. Like I can survive without there being ultra combos. You know what I mean? I don't know if we're going to be able to, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how Tekken would be if we didn't have like the stress and the ridiculousness of Geese Howard being able to just grab you and do like Deadly Rave or something like that. You know what I mean? Like we need that, man. We need that. We don't need it, but our souls need it.
Also, we could say the Killer Instinct revolutionized and started combo breakers.